welcome guys to this first episode of this new series where I'll be recreating Geometry Dash in Minecraft. In this first episode, we'll just be going over the basics of what our plan is going to be and what we need to do. So this is kind of a thing I've built just to get familiar with the kind of concepts I'm going to be using, like jumping, moving, that kind of stuff, and instant redstone. And that's kind of what I did here with this machine I made. I can walk to the left, I can jump. It is a bit slow because redstone has its limits. And then you can walk the other way. Oh, and I glitched it out. So if you actually stop perfectly in that corner and then go the other way, that will happen. Which is a problem that I can fix with a lot of redstone, but what are the chances someone could do that on purpose with this much delay? And if you want to change where it's loaded in, you can come to these locks, break that, break that. This is a bidirectional shift register that I used from someone else's design and edited a little bit. That's what the green part is. And I can just come to these repeater locks and power one of them. One second, let me just... And it'll stay locked, and then... sorry. A bit tired. So, the way this works is these pressure plates walk left and walk right and jump. All the button does is it powers this piston, which will power this piston, which will send a signal. I always make sure it's a 2-tick pulse, nothing greater, nothing lower, so that these pistons are using bud detection. Like if I updated this, that would jump. And by using the redstone signal 1 block away, updates it, and it's an instant thing. If we watch all these pistons, and they travel in an instant line using budding, or piston budding. And the way the jumping works is it goes over here, travels up this redstone torch, and that's why it needs to be 2 ticks. One, so the pistons don't mess up, and also so the redstone torch pick it up. And what this does is it comes through and goes through this pulse extender and turns off where the cube we're controlling normally is, and then sends a signal up, and then once it gets to the top, this observer reads it, and then it goes back down, turning them all on. And I only have one of these, which is really nice because this is really hard to stack, this design. There's probably a better design I could do, but this is the smallest I can do, and it's not stackable right now. But what it does is it comes through this very slow process, but seems to work fine, of sending the signal through at each level and performing a bunch of AND gates with the bidirectional shift register, which wherever there's a signal, see right here, this is where our cube is, it goes up and powers a bunch of these redstone torches. Oh no. Wait. Never mind, I'm just going crazy. Alright, we're fine. Don't know. Okay then. Might be a bug in my system, but I'm not going to change it because it works. But it performs a bunch of AND gates and connects them to their corresponding output through this simple 2x2 pixel, 26 pixel display. Or sorry, 26 by 26 pixel display. Using where if you power this, turns both these on. This design was made by Matt Batwings, which I watch most of his videos to learn how to do this kind of stuff. He's really cool. That's where I got the subtractor and adder. Well, I actually haven't shown you this. That'll be in a future video. But So to do that, and that's basically how the whole thing works. Oh yeah, walking left and right. It when it turns on, the pressure plate reads this, turns that off, and lets this clock run. And then the clock sends 2-tick pulses again because it's the best. Because if you don't send a 2-tick pulse to these pistons, if you send a 1-tick, the piston will shoot up and stay up there. But if you send a 3-tick, it'll read twice and send 2 signals. So 2-tick is the perfect amount of time. And then it'll come up here. It'll power this line, which does more instant budding. Come over here to power this whole line for 2 ticks. And well, you also might be thinking, since I send a 2-tick pulse through there, why doesn't this work? The way these pistons work can go up and down. They don't technically, when reading each other, they work fine, but it's like in between a 1 and 2-tick pulse, like a 1.5 pulse. So it comes through here, 2-tick, powers this whole line, and it keeps going to power different parts of it, which push down these pistons, allowing this bit to travel through once, and then it brings them back up so that they stop. And then the same works with the other side going right. It does it for this line, so it moves the other way. So the repeaters are facing different ways. And that's about it for this. And the reason about this is it took me a while, but it was worth it just getting used to my ideas. For the geometry dash, I'm going to have a big pixel display like this. And I'm going to have the course loaded into the side that you can just build with like redstone blocks. And then they'll be powered into a one-way shift register that I flick on, and it will still save where the redstone blocks are, but for now it'll just let their value go through for a tick, and then not let their value go through after that until the lever's pushed off, which can be made easily. Well, this is all a plan right now, I haven't made it. And then it'll send the course through at a certain rate, however I want it. And then we'll have the cube you're controlling at a constant position, maybe like right here, and we'll give it jumping. But the hardest thing for me to do is to have maybe detecting running into things won't be too hard, but have it land on things. That where build kind of this system, but it goes up, and then if it reads a bit below it, it stays there, and then it can run this system again even higher, which I kind of made a jumping distance system right here, where we can send a bit in, it goes up, and I haven't made the go back down part on this one. Maybe that's the finished result for this game, but I can, whoops, send that through, goes up, it doesn't, right now it doesn't go back down, but I can select a height, like right there, send another one through, it only goes to there. But it also does have a bug that I can fix where if I let go, it continues where it would be normally. So maybe I can use that to have a constant jump distance unless it lands on something. But this is kind of an intro to the thing, so I'm not actually going to get started building the actual game yet. This is just showing what my idea is and how it will be performed and kind of how this thing works. I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Make sure to watch other videos that I'll also be uploading that are not part of this series in between the episodes. That will be pretty cool. I'll probably start a survival world with a Lycanite mobs pack in it, which I'll explain in that series. It'll be like a separate series. But catch you guys later.